Time's over. Mike Judge. All right. What we're going to do is Mike's going to take some questions, so I'm going to get that started, and if anybody has a question, we've got a microphone, I believe, that's moving through the audience right over here. This man right over here with the microphone held up high. So if you got a question for him, just kind of raise your hand. He's going to make his way over to you, and we'll get things started. So Mike, you were telling me earlier this afternoon about how you were first influenced by the world of artificial food flavoring, how that idea kind of first got put in your head with the realtor driving you around.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember, if you ever drive south of Austin, the old Adams extract factory that used to be on I-35. But I was, my realtor was driving me around in Austin, and he pointed to this really nice house in this Pemberton area, and he said, that's where the Adams extract people. I started thinking, wow, so somebody, you know, is like the extract magnate or whatever. I also like the way that building looked.
Now, the crowd, this is the second time I've screened this film, and every time the crowd pops big when Gene Simmons comes on the screen as Joe Adler, the ambulance-chasing attorney. And you were telling me earlier this afternoon that you didn't really realize until you screened the film with an audience how much of a visual recognition factor there was with him.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was such a huge reality star. You know, the only time I'd seen him without his makeup, I wrote this a long time ago, or started writing it. The only time I'd seen him without his makeup was on Politically Incorrect about 8 or 9 years ago, and I remember thinking, he looks like he could be just a, you know, like a sleazy businessman. And we were reading people for it. Actually, a lot of people wanted to do that part, and a lot of good actors, and something, I don't know, something I was looking for, and my producer, John Altschuler, he said, we just need someone who's just a running sore of a human being. And maybe like a couple minutes after that, someone said, you know, maybe we should just have Gene Simmons come in and read for it. And I don't know, I think he delivered. I wasn't prepared for how much people, like the first test screening, the minute he comes on, people go, oh, Gene Simmons. And I thought you wouldn't recognize him without the makeup, but I was out of the loop.
Speaking of recognizability factor, one of the things that's always cool about a Mike Judge vehicle is sometimes we see and hear personalities from other projects, and the point where the extract factory is going to be unionized. I think we all recognize that as the voice of Hank Hill. Is there anybody else in the film that's kind of hidden away? We wouldn't know who they were, but
I actually, for this one, I didn't use quite as many of my normal go-to people, except Beth Grant, who played, you know, one of the two women who's, you know, kind of working in the factory there.
She's just going to sit there.
Yeah, the one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Beth Grant is the voice of Hank Hill's mom on King of the Hill, and then the woman next to her was in, if anybody saw Idiocracy, she was the reporter out in front of the Extreme Court.
All right,
her cousin worked on camera on Office Space, you know.
Let's get some questions going as best we can. If we can match a mic with a person that has the question, that might be good. If we could just hand that mic over to him, we'll start right here. This guy in the brown shirt.